I'm a YouTuber, man. I'm a YouTuber. Did you see my YouTube thing? Man, I've got viewers. I've got views, monetize, capitalize, you know. Yeah, how to grow a small business. Now I've finished being the one-man army. My foot is holding the tripod, the other foot is holding the lights, the other foot is holding the camera, the other hand is doing this. At the same time, I'm on the other side of the camera doing the content, and I'm also the script writer, the director, the editor, the extra. The other day I was seated here, I'm like, okay, let me set up. So I've got everything ready. I'm like, let me put on the lights. Then I set up the camera. So the lights are on. All of a sudden, my forehead is shiny. It's sweating. I'm like, what's going on? Started smelling bacon. I'm like, someone must be cooking bacon. The light is just all over my face. Then I took out the camera, and nowadays every camera has issues. The Sony ZV-E10. You take a video, you wonder what happened in between taking the video. It zooms in and focuses on the wrong place. And I'm like, man, what happened to these cameras? Then you take the DJI. DJI is like, oh, you're going indoors. I'm blind. I cannot see. Oh, where are you? Oh, went and took the mic. I'm like, where's the mic? Found my mic. I have this mic. I have this mic. And I have this mic. Then I'm like, connect the mic. I'm like, oh, today is going to be perfect. The audio, the video. So I press record. I'm 18 minutes talking. Hey, listen, hey guys, you know what? Now I've finished being the one-man army. My foot is holding the tripod. I'm everywhere. I'm all over the place. This is happening. I'm a full production crew. Full. Then I finish my production crew. I've done my stuff. I'm like, excited. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a banger. Put it on the thing, on the computer. I'm like, now I wear the other jacket. Now I'm the editor. Put my stuff. Open DaVinci. I'm like, okay, let's edit. Let's do this. Cut it. It's gonna be a hit. Look at the video. There's no audio. No audio. Crazy. I'm mad. I'm like, where is the audio? All the mics. Mic 1, mic 2, mic 3. I'm like, okay, set up the thing again. Now I'm sweating. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. And I'm still supposed to be like, hey guys, welcome. Life is good. I'm like, no. Then I do it again. 18 minutes. Put the thing again. And then the audio has a... I'm like, wow. Now I do it perfectly. Got my 18 minutes. I'm seated there as the editor. Cut. I'm like, oh, today it's gonna be one of those ones. If I post it, people will look at it and they're like, this one was edited in Hollywood. Cut. Transition, waterfalls, green screen. Everything falls inside there. Mix it up. 8 hours have passed. So basically a whole day of shooting and editing. Finish that, I start making the thumbnail. Now I've moved, it's a thumbnail. So I've moved from editing video. Now I'm the illustrator guy. Got my computer, opened it. I'm like, editing my work. I look at the photo. I'm like, great, this is awesome. Go to YouTube, upload the video. Wait, it says this one will take 6 hours 48 minutes. I'm like, 48 minutes? Not even looking at the 6 hours because I know the internet is crap. In the meantime, take my picture, put it there. It's like, nah, we don't accept this type of pictures. And what is this? Why are you giving us 3,000 by 2,000? We want something like this. I'm like, on Google, how do you... what is the size of the thumbnail for YouTube? It's like, come on, dude. These things you should be knowing by now. It's like 1280 by 720. You go back again to your illustration. You're like, oh, I don't know what to do. Then you go back to Google. How do you change the size of the illustration? Then you go back to your thing again. Now you're there. You change it. The photo turns around. It looks like this. It looks like a squeezed octopus. You're like, nah, my dimensions have changed the whole thing. Now I have to start again. So you start cropping, adding, sizing, resizing. The thing comes back to normal. You're like, you've cut, you've done all these things. Everything is going by what you want, right? You're like, okay, you put it up there. You're like, okay, it's like, oh, I like your thumbnail, but since it comes out small like this, but you're like, okay, I've done it. I'm not going to spend another 4 hours trying to figure that out. Now you go to your YouTube, you become an IT guru. Header, you've got your description, click, 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 click. You've got your tags. You're like, tags. You're like, oh, today, this one, 15K, 20K. Put your tags in there. You put your description. Then you get there, it's like, this is music. You're like, no, it's not music. How did you even come to the decision that this is music? You're like, okay, so open the thing for music. You start looking. Is it entertainment? You're like, entertainment. Is it how to? You're like, who designed these things? Come on, just give us podcast, prank, what else? Gossip. Just break it down to things that we know. You're like, oh, that's a prank. Okay, cool. Let me watch it. What is how to? How is engineering? Automotive mobility? You're like, who gives such titles? So you're caught up between music, because you have music in there, and then you're entertaining, but you want to do how to, but you're vlogging. Now you're like, should I choose this one? Should I choose that one? Or should I choose the other one? You're like, okay, whatever. I'm entertaining. You choose entertaining. And you know it's wrong. It's like, yeah, whatever. We won't correct you. Now you're finished. 6 hours later, the thing is there. It has uploaded. It's like, we've uploaded. Good for you. Now we're changing it to HD. And if you have 4K, you know, we're going to get you on that one. So you're like, okay, fine, whatever. You let it do its thing. It does its thing, you get to copyright. It's like, oh, let's check out this thing. It walks around your whole video. It's like, we found something. Between start to finish, you copyrighted. You copyrighted. Now you have a choice. Take that video of yours, put it back in the editing thing, chop it, cut it, and bring it back, or chop it here with the YouTube studio. Cut it. You see, I'm already sweating. Or what are you gonna do? Or take the risk, get no money. You know you're not getting money anyway, so you're like, fuck it. Bam, next. You're on. Do you wanna put it up now? Or premiere? Or like, I'm tired. Because you're frustrated now, you're exhausted. You're like, but anyway, my 15K views, my 20K views, I'm gonna hit jackpot. This time, 1.2 million views. I promise you. Wow, bam, you're inside there. Post it. Once you've posted it, let me tell you, once you have posted it, have you ever seen those things, the tumbling weeds in the desert? Just going, you're just there. Ooh, anyone, somebody, 7 hours, somebody. And then you come back again, you see 2 views. You're like, oh my God, 2 people watched my thing. But you know it was you. You checking, and you checking again, and you checking again. Then you're like, okay, cool. 15 views. You're like, oh man, I made it. Finally, got some people going. So your video starts building traction slowly. You have to make fun of it. You have to enjoy it. It starts going to 100. Start going to 1,000. You're like, oh man, now I have made it. Walking around telling her, I'm a YouTuber, man. I'm a YouTuber. Did you see my YouTube thing? Man, I've got viewers. I've got views. Monetize, capitalize. You know, how to grow a small business. Now, you finished doing all that. You're still the one-man army. Lights, camera, action. That's you. You've done your YouTube thing. Now you have to go again, be a social media marketer / engineer / everything. You're like, hey guys, Twitter guys, check out my videos. They don't care. They're like, yeah, whatever. Go to Instagram people, hey, listen, I got this 30-minute long video. Do you want to watch it? They're like, we don't do 30 minutes, 30 seconds. That's our brain span. Now you're there, you've done all your marketing guru, you've done all these things, then your brain comes in. It's like, hey, listen. The last video you did was quite good. But I don't think you make another good one like that. I just don't think you have it. I don't think you've got what it needs to be a YouTuber, to be a content creator. Now your brain is messing up with you. Before it was telling you it's a good idea to start doing YouTube. Now it's telling you, hey, you fucking loser. you've lost everything. You can make another one. Now pressure is that building up. You're like, is that heartburn? You're sleeping at night, you're like, oh, my next video, what is it going to be? What is it? And you start the process again. You start the process, you charge your batteries, you clean your cameras, you take your lights, you put them out, you write your script, you make a plan. You got your whiteboard like me there behind you, like this week I'm gonna murder it with Let's Talk Records, the Real Talk, art sessions, and you keep on going. That's the life of an artist. That's the life of a creative person. That's the life of a content creator. You keep on going and you pick up yourself and you start again. One-man army. Like the guy with the drums, the shaker on the foot, and he has the snare, and he has whatever else he adds, you know, the bottle top shaker he makes, and a whistle and a flute and the what do you call that thing? I forgot the thing, but he has the blues instrument. So he walks around and it's hot, but he's and if he messes, if one leg messes and he goes bang, he does not cut the leg off. He resets and starts again. And it goes on and until he gets the perfect. It gets perfect. He gets playing good songs, tracks, gets the rhythm, connects the left leg with the right leg, and now he's synchronized. He's moving. But now, bringing it back. Let's bring it back. The reason I talk about lights, camera, action is all these things that you're doing as a creative person, all these things that you're putting together have reason and purpose. Because the day when you decide to open up your advertisement agency, the day when you decide to open a creative center, when you start mentoring, you have a wide view of what it takes to create content. So you know how to hire, you know how to allocate time, you know how to write your scripts, you know how to what camera to use, you know which one works indoor and which one works outdoor. No pun DJI, but we know you always want the full sun. You know about lights, you know what works with light-skinned people, Asians, and all those sons. Anyway, you know what works for you, and you know what will work for whoever you're casting. You know what works with whoever you're going to shoot as an advertisement or a short film or a film. So it's a learning process, but the package itself, what you come out of with at the end of the day, priceless. Mad love for the previous videos. They've done so well. If you haven't listened to Let's Talk Records, man, check it out. Those are my shorts. Just Let's Talk Records through and through. There's nothing else. So if you like records, music, 70s, 80s, 90s, go check it out. Then all this other stuff that I'm doing, creative stuff, you can learn about 3D printing, you can learn about RC cars, you can learn about the life of an artist, you can get to see my studio, you can get to see what I do. So remember to check out all these other videos. Come back, and all the way till here. As we grow, we learn. And that's it. As we grow, we learn.